Today we're taking a look at the DrFlux Rogue. This is a flywheel blaster that comes with a really cool clear 30 dart drum magazine. Now this is actually a Busby blaster, and so when I saw these waffle head darts, I was a little bit intrigued. So it appears Busby is making waffle headed darts very similar to the Dart Zone DrFlux dart. And just for comparison, the dart on the left is the Busby dart, and the dart on the right is the Dart Zone dart. Now this blaster did catch my eye in the store because it has all these really cool looking sci-fi elements to it, and the pistol grip actually feels pretty decent. On the back of the blaster, we have a battery compartment, and it looks like it holds 4 AA, but I only have a LiPo, so I guess I'm gonna mod this. Okay, so I've pulled out all the screws. Fortunately, these just come off. Let me just pull this piece off. This looks like it's kind of fit on there though. As you can see, it's kind of like plastic rivet, so I'm not sure about taking that off. And it also looks like they have solvent welded this front on. Let's see if I can pry it at all. All right, so I was able to break the solvent weld. Let's see what we got in here. Hey, look at that, it's a stripe. So the question is, can we upgrade this cage? I know we can rewire this thing for 3S LiPo, which will get us a huge boost of power. I also see why that trigger is so stiff. Let's go ahead and pull that cage out. Snip this. That's a pretty big motor. I wonder if it can handle a 3S LiPo. We should try. All right, let's see if we get smoke. Wow, they smell good. I feel like those motors are overrated. Did Busby do something amazing? Now the motors definitely do not have much crush, as you can see. It's kind of just like a hot dog down a hallway. So let's see if we can find some different wheels to really push that crush up a little bit. And now let's take a moment to thank this video sponsor, Sunlu. Now I've been printing with Sunlu filaments for years. Now when I first got the Bambu Labs X1 Carbon, I noticed that only certain filaments fit into its AMS unit, and fortunately Sunlu does. And Sunlu also has very good print quality, makes a very consistent filament, and offers a wide variety of types and colors of filament. Now combined with the super low cost and high quality of filament, Sunlu is a filament brand I turn to for reliable, high quality printing. And lastly, I want to give Sunlu a special thanks for providing a bunch of spools to help finish this project. If you'd like to pick up some filament, we will leave a link in the description. As always, you can pick this up on Amazon using our official DrFlux Amazon affiliate link. Let's get right back to the video. Well, I did find these out of dart wheels, which are a little bit wider. I'm just gonna push it on all the way. And that might be enough. We actually just barely clear that post. So let's keep swapping these out. And there we have it. Not much crush gained, but slightly. And while I'm here, let me pull out this dart weird brush thing. I don't like these things. I don't know if they're trying to like clean the dart or what. I'm gonna go ahead and finish wiring this up, put it all back together, and let's see how much FPS this thing hits. So we got this all wired up. Let's kind of go over what we have here. Starting at the front, so as you can see, we have the new added darts wheels. I'm still not 100% sold on whether or not these wheels are giving a performance boost or not, because we are using the stock cage and the spacing is just really wide. It feels like there's more dart contact with these wheels, so they could be better. Now I've rewired this blaster with 18 gauge wire. As you can see, we run down and I reuse this channel here. We go underneath and down to a switch. Now in the blaster, I've had to make a few changes because there's some strange choices in here. First off, all the springs in here made this trigger pull really bad. So I actually got rid of some of the spring tension. I got rid of this spring here and the spring over here. This is currently sitting right on that micro switch, which gives a nice snappy rev. I've also disabled the locks because I just don't really need them. And although not the best trigger pull ever, it still feels a lot better than it did. And now to test. Very nice. Now let's button this thing back together and get some chronograph readings. Let's grab some chronograph readings. 101, 104, and 103. Let's check out this blaster's accuracy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that's pretty accurate. And in closing, I would say the Adventure Force Rogue is a very cool blaster for a somewhat affordable price. And I say that because this drum is built very well. The plastic quality of this thing is one of the best. I highly recommend getting your hands on one of these drums, especially if you like long darts. And I have to bring up their new dart one more time because the glue and the build construction of these darts is really good. The foam density, the rubber heads, it's just a solid dart. And I'm very happy to see Busby finally come around with a decent dart. Well, if you've made it this far in the video, I want to thank you for watching. As always, be safe and happy foam flinging.